Alright guys, there you have it. T-Mobile has officially announced the iPhone 5 as of April 12th. It's going to be coming. So what do you think about it? The first thing I wanted to point out and address were the concerns about the people who already have an unlocked iPhone 5 from AT&T and a factory unlocked iPhone 5 from the Apple Store or the Verizon version. They're the same. The Verizon and the Apple Store are the same. They're factory unlocked. If you go into an Apple Store and buy an unlocked iPhone 5, it's basically going to be in the Verizon version. Several people have confirmed this. Doesn't really matter, but it's still factory unlocked. But there's a difference in the two. From what I understand, the factory unlocked version is a little different than the AT&T version. So what they've done is they've tweaked the current version of the iPhone 5 to accept the AWS 1700 band. Here's the sign up page, as you can see there, April 12th. It's gonna be good to go. So basically what that means for the people who already have an iPhone 5, you have a couple of options here. You can go ahead and settle for 3G speeds like this, and that are going to get better once the 1900 band is completely refarmed, because we all know that the 1900 band is going to support their 4G LTE. But the demo that they did with the iPhone 5 today at the launch event is tweaked to, it's a regular iPhone 5 tweaked to accept the 1700 band. And there's no patch or anything that you can get to make your current AT&T iPhone 5 work on T-Mobile's LTE. It's not going to work. But what I'm told is the factory unlocked iPhone 5 will be able to get those LTE speeds. It won't have the LTE logo, from what T-Mobile has explained to me and plenty of my managers that I talked to at T-Mobile. You'll see a 4G logo up there. So now this is what they're telling me. If you hear anything different, put it in the comments. But as you can see, you'll see I have a 3G logo up there. Supposedly that'll change to 4G, because what they're going to do is they're implementing an iPhone plan, is what I was told. And all over the internet you'll see certain things, you know, about their plans, and you can see the press conference that they did. Supposedly the T-Mobile iPhone 5, and well, this is true, it's not supposedly, they've tweaked it a little bit so it can accept the 1700 band for their LTE. And the T-Mobile version basically gets to take advantage of everything: the 1700 band, the 42 plus HSPA plus, and the 1900 band. So if you have a T-Mobile one, obviously you're going to see the LTE logo and you're going to take advantage of the fastest speeds. Now, in their press conference, what they stated was that if you have an unlocked iPhone 5, which is us people, we who have the iPhone 5s unlocked, what we're going to notice is really fast speeds. That's what they said. You're going to notice really fast speeds come April. And the person also told me that once April comes around, I'd want to update my plan. Now, some customer care reps don't know what they're talking about, and some do, unfortunately. But they said you're going to want to update your plan to the one we have comparable for, that's specifically made for the iPhone. And if you read their press release, you'll see that they had some talks about the simple plan specifically for the iPhone 5. So tell me what you think about the T-Mobile iPhone 5 launch. But that's not all. The Galaxy S4 launches in May, I believe. The BlackBerry launch today. The HTC One S is coming. They're all going to be $99 down to start. So you just can't beat that. So the way that works, though, you have to remember, you're going to pay the $99, but you're going to pay the taxes on the total amount, and then they break it out into the $20 a month. Now, you very well can put down more than that, from what I understand. I've never done these monthly plans, but to my understanding, you can put down more than that and you're perfectly fine. So there you have it. It's finally here. I kind of feel sorry for the HTC One and the BlackBerry. I almost kind of feel sorry for the Galaxy S4, because face it, or whether you want to accept it or not, there's 2 million unlocked iPhone 5s running on T-Mobile, or iPhones running on T-Mobile right now. So they just merged with Metro PCS. They're selling the iPhone at a completely different level than the competition, and there's no contracts. The plans are better on T-Mobile. I just don't understand why you would not switch to T-Mobile at this point, unless you're in a contract or something. I don't know why you wouldn't switch to T-Mobile based on the current plans that they have. You just can't beat this. I currently pay I went on ahead and switched myself. I pay $70 a month for an individual line, 500 megabytes of free hotspot, and I have unlimited everything else. Now the kicker with me is I get my military discount, so I pay $59 a month for that. And if you want to do a family plan, it's $120 for 2 lines. 4 lines, $160. Unlimited everything. You just can't beat that. But if you don't want unlimited, there's options. So I just think that it's a really good thing that T-Mobile is doing now. They've got the phone that everyone wants. The HTC One will be here. The Galaxy S4. This is all on T-Mobile's website. So I'm not really. I don't have to do any kind of navigation or searching. Wow, HTC's not giving away a car kit. I mean, the HTC One is a sweet phone. I prefer TouchWiz over the HTC Scan. I don't like it. I like the TouchWiz better. I will, however, be picking up the Galaxy Note 3 whenever that drops. T-Mobile will be getting that as well. There's the Galaxy S4. The BlackBerry Z10 is now launched. It just launched today. So those of you who still have some income tax money left, or you got a bonus at work like I did, I don't need to splurge. Obviously, I have an iPhone 5. I've been using that. I have a Nexus 4. I am going to pick one of these up, though. I'm not going to lie. I really like the BlackBerry Z10. I'm ready to experience it and see what it's about. But more so, I don't know. You know, I have an iPhone 5, the factory unlocked one. I don't know. I guess the only reason you would want to switch from your factory locked iPhone 5 is to get faster speeds. But do you really need to do that? Is there anybody out there who plans on selling their factory unlocked iPhone 5 to get a T-Mobile version? But here's some things to consider. If your factory unlocked one, well, here it is. Your factory unlocked one is factory unlocked. We don't know if the T-Mobile version is going to be locked or not, because in another statement they said if you decide to cancel out early, we'll unlock your phone for you once you pay the balance. So to me, that's a little side note. They're letting you know you can get all these phones if you want to, but they're all going to be locked to us. And I don't know, though, if they're going to sell the unlocked iPhone 5. I don't think they will, because they've already got a software patch on there to tweak it to accept the 1700 band. But I'm perfectly fine with getting 12 to 14 on my factory unlock one. So, and it's still on 3G. I can't justify selling it unless I wanted a different color. I don't know. It's up to you. You tell me in the comments if you have a factory locked iPhone 5 or AT&T unlocked iPhone 5 and you plan on selling it or getting rid of it, or if you plan on coming to T-Mobile, or if you're already on T-Mobile, are you going to get an iPhone 5? I think it's a good thing. You know, sad to say, I think this phone is going to sell like hotcakes. They're probably not going to be in stock unless T-Mobile was smart and ordered a whole bunch of them, millions of them. And one thing to point out, they're not just going to be selling the iPhone 5. They're going to be selling the 4S for $69 down. This is $99 down. The 4S is $69 down, with $15 a month or $20 a month. And get this, the iPhone 4 is $15 down and $15 a month. That is actually a great deal if you wanted to get your child one. I mean, who wouldn't want to? I mean, you're going to pay the $15 a month. But the good thing about T-Mobile is if I break my iPhone 5 or lose it, I can just go get another one. I can just finance it. Basically, you're financing it through T-Mobile. So they've got all 3 iPhones, which I think is very nice for the customers that have been waiting. T-Mobile's really stepping it up. Count them off. BlackBerry Z10, HTC One, Galaxy S4, iPhone 5, all coming within the next 45 days. So now they're in the runnings with the big dogs. The plans are better than everybody. If you think T-Mobile's plans now are not good, you're in denial. Just look at your current bill and what your speeds that you're getting and what you're paying for, and tell me if you think it's worth it. I would say you're just a little in denial if you think that, you know, you're getting a better deal with AT&T, Verizon, or Sprint. But that's it for now. I just wanted to bring up the great news of all the powerhouses that T-Mobile they're getting ready to release here in the next 45 days. And guys, pick one up. They're all LTE compatible. This one here, $18 a month after the $99 down. You just can't beat that. That's a sweet deal if you want to finance. If not, it's only $531 total cost. And normally this will be about $599. So I think that's a great thing. And look at, here's one other thing I wanted to point out while I got you here and you're watching. Look at the price if you haven't seen this. Look at the price of the HTC 8X. They've dropped it down to an amazing price. Let me show you. Full cost $432. That is amazing with 0 down and $18 a month. But you can just walk in there and get it for 400 bucks. And we're talking about some powerhouse phones. Look at the Nokia 810. It's only $360 now. Their Nexus 4 is still overpriced, but it dropped down to $457. I think those are great prices. You can't go wrong. But the focus of this video is definitely one of the most sought after phones. Even a power Android person like myself, I own an iPhone 5 because I'm a fan of good technology, and I'm not going to hate on Apple and say that they're a bad company or whatever, because you know I have iPhone mini, iPad, everything, but I also have tons of Android things. So tell me in the comments what you think. iPhone 5 finally launching on AT&T on T-Mobile April 12th. Hands down, I think it's going to be one of the best things that T-Mobile has ever done, and sadly enough, it's going to outshine some of the other phones, whether we want to accept it or not. People have been begging and waiting, and 2 million people took the plunge and got an iPhone 5 outside of T-Mobile while they were waiting and dealt with the edge and everything, and now we're on 3G. What do you think? I'll see you in the next video, guys, and I appreciate your time. iPhone 5 on T-Mobile April 12th. LTE.